Okay, so with me is new member of Search for Scratch program, Mark. Mark, where are you at with your golf at the moment?
Oh, look, to be fair and honest, Andrew, I'm not in a great place. I'm a capable golfer, but I don't play good golf, so I'm a frustrated golfer like thousands on the planet, I guess. And almost at my wit's end, I don't know how I'm meant to get better and whether I want to or whether I give up the game and go and do something else.
Yeah, so you obviously joined the program. You want to try and do something. You've tried a lot of things in the past, and you're telling me through an email you're feeling stagnated, you're feeling frustrated, and you're almost feeling defeated, like you just can't push through to the next level. Tell us more about that from a history perspective. So tell us what you've been doing practice-wise and things like that up until now.
Look, to be honest, I started, I'm in my mid-50s now. I started golf when I was in my late 30s. Had never played before. I took it up through a building golf day, and I loved the game so much that I said, this is me. And so since then I've spent, I hope my wife's not listening, because tens of thousands of dollars on equipment and training and DVDs and courses and programs, and I really have not progressed more than about 5 or 6 strokes better than when I started. So I feel, I'm pretty talented, but I have spent so much time and energy and got not a lot better that I think, wow, so I'm destined to be useless, really.
Right. Why did you start playing golf in the first place other than the building day? Was it just, you mentioned that you loved it, so other than that, is there any other reason to play golf?
Oh, look, that's what started it. I didn't realise how much fun it was. It progressed on to when I borrowed the clubs for the golf day. I then went and borrowed them again and played some more sort of just holes or 9-hole rounds. Loved the nature aspect of it, loved the outdoors, loved the challenge of hitting a ball forwards, which didn't always happen, of course, but so that's where the love of it started. When Tiger Woods wrote his book, I purchased that book even though I hadn't played golf before, and I just thought, wow, I need to play this game, and that's where the love of the game started, to be honest.
Fantastic. And so what's evolved since then, mate, that's causing the frustration? Have you been trying to get better, or are you trying to practice too hard, or tell us about that?
Look, I have tried everything under the sun, and in all honesty, probably not everything, because I hadn't tried this course before, but I have bought DVDs, I've bought programs, I've bought training aids like you wouldn't know. I could probably start my own shop with training aids for what I've bought. I practice, I'm pretty talented hand-eye. I was a representative hockey player, so I can hit a ball. But look, I just can't get better at golf, and I don't know why I can't get better at golf, because some of the simplest things, such as putting and chipping, ruin me. They make me look ridiculously stupid because I can't even hit a chip a metre onto a green. I'm still short of the green, you think. Just come 300 metres, how have I not been able to go 5?
Yeah. So I think the key from a Search for Scratch perspective is we always look at the physical reality, which for you is, in your mind you're a good player, you can be a good player, but it's not progressing. Those are all clues, right? And then, you're saying you can hit the ball well, so from the tee, is that true? And then when you get around the greens, that's where it really falls apart?
Absolutely. Look, I get embarrassed if I play with a new player, because my tee to green golf is, I think, sublime. I can hit a very straight-ish and longish drive, very, very, very rarely lose a golf ball or go to bounds. But once I get up around the green, I just seem to fail and walk off with 5s and 6s where it should have been a simple 5, a simple 4, or a possible 3.
Yeah, okay, so let's progress your external reality as a reflection of your internal reality, right? So how would you currently describe your external reality when it comes to around the greens?
I'm just nervous and afraid of failing, because my history tells me that I'm not going to do this well. I'm either going to still miss the green, or I'm going to go furiously to back of it. And then I've got to try and redeem myself with a putt that's 1 way longer than it should have been, and end up tree putting. So
Perfect.
I get to the green and just feel, this is where it all turns to custard.
Which is very common for a lot of golfers, right? You probably know that from from others. And
yeah.
So the clue you've just given me is you fear failure, right? Now, the physical reality of fearing failure is three putting, chipping over the green, not making the green, duffing your chip shots, chunking them, whatever, right? They're just the physical manifestation of the fear of failure that's going on. So what typically happens in the golf space or the golf teaching space is everyone's going to try and fix you physically, right, with your swing or with your chipping technique or your putting technique, and then, hey, go and do hours and hours of practice. What I'm going to do right now is I want you to close your eyes for me, and I want you to take 5 deep breaths for me. And the whole purpose of taking the deep breath is trying to relax, okay? So we want you to be in a nice, calm, meditative space internally. So just nice, deep breaths, and when you feel like you're more relaxed, just let me know. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, okay? I just want you to give me the first thing that comes to mind when I ask these questions. Where in your body do you feel fear of failure? First thing that came to mind.
My head.
Good.
My brain.
So keep your eyes shut, and I want you to keep deep breathing for me, okay? We just want you to keep relaxed the whole time. So I want you to tell me what colour this fear of failure is.
Strangely yellow.
Yeah, and what size is it?
It's probably the size of an orange or a lemon.
And is it the shape of an orange? Is it round?
It actually is.
Yeah, and what temperature is it?
It's fairly hot.
What texture?
Mushy.
Does it sound like anything?
No, not straight away.
Okay, what does it feel like?
Feels heavy.
Good, so I want you to feel more heavy for me. So heavy is a vibration, right? It's a feeling. So I actually want you to feel more heavy. So this will be counterintuitive because most people don't want to feel feelings, but I want you to feel feelings because underneath the feelings will come the awakening of what's really going on for you. So I want you to feel more heavy. If 10 was the most heavy you could feel, how much can you feel right now?
7.
Okay, I want you to feel an 8 for me if you can. And sometimes you won't. Your subconscious won't want you to, but I want you to, okay? So just try and feel more heavy. And when you feel an 8, see if you can feel a 9 for me. Can you feel a 9?
No, I believe I can.
Good. So can you feel a 10? So total heaviness.
I guess that would be a 10 if I could do a 10.
Very good. So I want you to, this is going to be a real quick one for you. You need to answer me straight away. What does this remind you of? What's the first thing that comes to mind when I ask that question?
Tragedy.
Good. So just feel tragedy for me. It's another feeling. And where do you feel tragedy?
Back of my chest.
Good. So just take a nice deep breath into the back of your chest for me. Whilst feeling tragedy. And I want you to take another deep breath. So all I'm trying to get you to do, Mark, is feel feelings that you haven't wanted to feel. Okay? And some of them won't feel real good, but I promise you, within 15 seconds or so, they will not be the same feeling. So what colour is tragedy?
Grey.
What size is it?
Size of a balloon.
Shape?
Like a blanket.
Texture?
Dense.
Temperature?
Cold.
Sound? or noise? Muffled? Very good. And does it remind you of something? Is there a point in time in your life that you felt tragedy?
To be honest, I think it started as a baby, and I've encountered it since.
Very good. So let's go back to that time when you were a baby, right? So I'm just talking to your subconscious here. I want you to go back to the time you were first were a baby and first notices tragedy. Just take a nice deep breath for me, so allow yourself to get there. And I want you just to tell me what's going on at the time.
I was adopted out.
Yeah, good. So I want you to feel that for me. So just as you tell me more of the story, I want you to feel it at the same time. And just breathe into it, mate. And I know it's not going to be comfortable for a period of time, but I promise you it will be long term. So we're talking to the baby. What does the baby want to say?
Why?
Okay, say that again for me.
Why? Why did you give me up?
And say it one more time.
Why did you give me up?
Because it makes me feel.
Because it makes me feel useless, unloved, and unwanted.
Awesome. So just say that again for me.
It makes me feel useless, unloved, and unwanted.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, if 10 was the most useless, unloved, and unwanted you could feel, how do you feel right now?
10.
Very good. So I want you to feel it even more. Let's see if you can feel an 11 for me. Again, counterintuitive, but there's method in the madness. And take a nice deep breath. Breathe it in, mate. Like, bathe in this feeling that you have not wanted to feel, that also when you play golf comes up, right? You've been resisting feeling these feelings, and therefore you get more of what you resist. What you resist persists, and therefore keeps showing up in your physical environment. So the best way for us to heal is to feel, because all feelings want to be felt. They're here to help us. Okay? So I want you to feel these feelings for me. Nice deep breath. I want you to tell me how you as a baby feel about the mere fact that we're having this conversation now, that it's allowed to feel the feelings that it at the time was feeling, but probably didn't know how to express or communicate.
I feel ashamed.
Good. So we've changed the feeling.
Embarrassed.
Yeah. So the feelings have shifted, haven't they?
Yes.
So just feel those for me. Feel ashamed. Feel embarrassed. Feel them up to a 10. Just give yourself permission to feel them. It's actually all right. They're just feelings. They don't mean anything, but we've given them meaning. So we want to just feel them and set them free. Which is stronger, ashamed or embarrassed?
Ashamed.
Yeah. So just a scale of 0 to 10. What's it at the moment? A 10? Okay. So can you feel an 11 for me? And nice deep breaths as you're doing it. And another deep breath. Breathe the feeling. Where is it in your body?
Stomach.
What colour is it?
Dark blue.
What temperature is it?
Cold.
What size is it?
Size of an apple.
What texture is it?
Fairly solid.
Yeah. So it's deep rooted, huh? Firm. What does it want to say?
Why me?
So say it again. Give it a voice.
Why me?
And again, give it more voice.
Why me?
How does it feel being given a voice?
A chance to speak.
Okay, tell me that again.
A chance to speak.
Yeah, it hasn't been given a chance, has it?
No.
It's been suppressed. It's been depressed. It's been smothered. Didn't want to be felt, so we're not giving that a voice. We don't want to get that out of here. But what happens? What happens at golf, right? What happens if you fail? What does it mean about you? Right? And those are all the things you've been feeling. So the quicker we can feel them and set them free, you're not running away from them anymore. And then at golf doesn't matter. The result doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything about you. So I want you to give it more voice. I want you to feel it more. Is it there? Is it moved? Is it changed? Is there another feeling?
It's relaxing.
Yeah. Awesome. So again, they're more vibrations, right? They're more feelings. They're really common ones when we allow ourselves to release the resistance of feeling certain feelings. So I want you to feel more relieved and more calm. And bring those up to a 10. Can you feel a 10?
Not yet. 8.
8, good. So feel it even more. Just try to expand it all through your body and even outside of your body, into your external environment outside of you. Try and wash the world with that feeling of relief and calm. Nice deep breaths. Breathe it in, mate. Just soak it all in. And then nice and relaxed out. Yeah, how does it feel?
Feels good.
What colour is it?
Green.
What size is it?
It's large. It goes right across the iron turtle.
Fantastic. What shape? Is it full body?
It actually just feels a big blanket, actually.
Nice. So it's bigger than the body?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah. So can you just keep your eyes shut, nice deep breaths. I want you to do 5 deep breaths and make it as big and awesome feeling as you can. And really just bathe in it. And I'll just be quiet until you've done that. Okay, do 3 more deep breaths for me and bathe it in even more. Okay, how does the baby feel?
Happy.
Okay, I want you to feel that feeling even more. Is it the same sort of shape, size, etc., or is it a different shape, size, sensation?
It's completely different. It's the entire body sensation, shape, colour.
What colour is it?
Pale blue.
Awesome. So just feel it even more for me. And even more. And even more. Because that's all your baby part of you that's been trapped for all of this time. You mentioned you're 55, is that right?
Yes.
So imagine that. That's 55 years you've been suppressing this, right? And now it's feeling the opposite of what it was feeling, that part of you. So you're setting that part of you that's trapped in the past, that's been guiding everything since then, right? All of your outcomes have been driven by that fear of failure, feeling ashamed, feeling embarrassed, feeling not good enough, until right now. And now we've just given it that part of you a new role, and it's to be happy, to be calm, to be relaxed, to be okay with who you are. How does that part of you feel now?
Released.
So feel more of that. Free, relieved, happy, calm, relaxed. Just bring it on, man. You deserve it.
Excited.
World's your oyster, hey? So keep feeling it, keep breathing, and I'm going to ask the baby in you, that part of you, is there anything else you need to say or do at this time to get off your chest or to release anything that doesn't serve you any longer?
I deserve this.
Okay, say that again, with intent.
I deserve this.
And again, you own this, man. This is yours. Claim it.
I deserve this.
Been waiting for a while, haven't you?
I've been waiting a long time.
So what's the feeling associated with the deservingness of all of this and owning it, and it's just part of who you are?
Inner strength.
Awesome. So feel more inner strength for me. And even more. And even more. So make it as big and as awesome as you can. And it's always been there, mate. It's been waiting for you to feel it. Like you've done pretty well regardless, right? Even carrying all the stuff. As you say, you're a very capable person, right? So there's full credit to you just in that alone. And this is that part of you that's been helping you in the process from being a baby. So time to own it, claim it, feel it. And the key is feel it. The more you feel it, the more you'll see it in your external environment. Nice deep breaths. How do you feel now?
Free.
Okay, feel more free for me. Allow yourself to feel free. So as the baby, Mark, how do you now feel?
Totally free, relaxed, and happy and excited.
Awesome. Are you, as a baby, are you ready to join yourself in the present moment as a 55-year-old with bringing that inner power, that inner strength, that calm, relaxed freedom with you?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're ready, and you will know when you get here, just allow yourself to meet yourself in the modern day, in the present day moment, and you will feel it when it happens. Okay, you here?
Yeah.
Okay, what would Mark, 55-year-old Mark, like to say to baby Mark, who's just arrived in the present day?
I love you. I love you. You are enough. You are you. You are me. We deserve this. This is our right. We have the choice to carry on. We will carry on.
Yeah. And that applies to golf and everything. Golf is just a reflection of everything that we've talked about, isn't it?
Yes.
As is life, as is business, as is relationships, as is everything. So how does the baby part of you, which is no longer a baby because it joined you in the present, how are they feeling right now?
At peace.
Awesome. So feel more at peace for me. That's a good feeling to feel, isn't it? And breathe it in, mate. Nice deep breaths and expand it right out through your universe, so as far out as you can. Knowing that the universe will always reflect back to you whatever you're vibrating at. So if you're vibrating at peace, it's going to show you more peace in your external environment. And up until now, it hasn't been, right? Because you've been fearing failure. Now, that doesn't exist anymore. So you're not going to attract any more failure. You're going to attract now success, peace, calm, happiness, courage, inner strength. How does that feel?
Incredible.
So I want to ask you a question. Is there anything else right now that we need to do with this in relation to golf, life, the past as a baby, the present as an adult, anything. And the subconscious will tell you yes or no, and it will tell you what it wants.
I have to forgive myself.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you another question. In order to forgive myself, I need to, first thing that comes to mind.
Stop self-sabotaging.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do that by, first thing that comes to mind.
Accept it.
Very good. So you're going to accept your outcomes at golf, in life, and as a person, right? Regardless of judgment. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
So breathe that in for me. Just breathe in the feeling of acceptance. And again, nice deep breaths. It's your right to feel accepted, accepting, and acceptance. And again, breathe it in. Remember, that chip over the back of the green, accept it. It is what it is. It doesn't mean anything about you. It just was. It was just an outcome. But we know it was an outcome based on the fear of failure. So we therefore attracted more failure, right? Or what we deemed as failure, which we didn't accept. So what do? We kept attracting more and more of it. And it didn't make sense, did it? Didn't matter what you tried. Nothing seemed to work. But all of those things that you were trying potentially were all physical things, right? External world things. But acceptance is an internal job, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the Search for Scratch program is all about the internal. When we get the internal right, the external will improve by default. So the key for you is acceptance, love, self-love, inner strength, courage, or feel those feelings as often as you can. And I promise you, around the greens, your putting will improve, your chipping will improve, your long game will improve, your enjoyment's going to improve. And the cool thing about golf is golf brought you to this moment to realize all of the things that you knew existed but you didn't want to deal with, you didn't want to feel. But now you've given you a chance to feel them, you're now able to heal them. And through the healing will come more acceptance, more peace, more calm, more relaxed, etc., etc., etc. Does that make sense?
Yes. Totally.
So how do you feel?
Relieved, and I guess part of me is always thinking it's too good to be true, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the future.
So remember, if you never ever speak to me again, feeling is healing. Feelings just want to be felt, right? So if they come up, we're on a journey called life, right? So you will have other times where things feel disappointing or frustrating or whatever, but if you tune into the feelings, very quickly you'll realize what they're related to. Then you can feel the feelings associated with the things that they're related to, set them free, and underneath is always a higher vibration feeling, which you've observed already, such as peace, calm, relaxed, relieved. All of those feelings are just higher vibrations. They have if you look at them on a scale, they are actually they're higher up the frequency, right? They have a more relaxed, calming frequency than some of the heavier, which we started with. Heavy was the feeling we first started with, then a heavy frequency. So all we're doing is releasing the frequency to a higher vibration, and with a higher vibration, you start to attract more of the thing that you're vibrating with. So now it's at peace, at calm, at relaxed, etc., excited. I promise you, they're going to start looking up, right? You're going to start attracting more of it because you're not hiding from those other feelings anymore, trying to push them away.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. It's been awesome just talking to you. We've never ever spoken, have we? Other than today.
No, never. No, I can't believe what we just spoke about. What we just went through.
No, so pretty powerful stuff, right?
It is.
And you know what I love about it? There was something that compelled you to join the Search for Scratch program. You didn't know what it was, but somehow we had this conversation because of it. So you had the courage to trust your intuition and take action on it. So, mate, I thank you for doing that.
Right. Thank you for taking me on this journey.
Okay, so just for our sake, what is your current handicap?
13, I play off 13.
Yeah, and what do you want to play off?
I want to be single figures.
Yeah. How do you feel about that now?
Oh, look, I believe I can do it. I totally believe I can do it. I think that's just sitting there waiting for me to actually take hold of it.
100%. So you mentioned just before you desperately want to be single figures. Can you just be acceptingly wanting to be off single figures? Like you already know it's the reality.
Yeah.
So desperate will attract more desperation, right?
Right, yeah.
So accepting will be, even if I don't get there, does it really matter? Like, does it? It doesn't mean anything, does it? It's just a number.
No. Yep.
Which, again, remember the baby. The baby was wanting to feel certain feelings, didn't know how to communicate it because it couldn't talk at the time, you know. But now you're able to talk and express it. It was saying things it felt, but you as an adult didn't want to feel them, so you're pushing them down, suppress, and therefore you're getting more and more of what it was feeling, right? And your external being chips over the back of the green, chips not to the green, missed putts, 3 putts. You won't get that if you're accepting. But even if you do, who cares? Oh, that just missed by a half a centimetre and it rolled out. What do you do? Doesn't mean anything about you.
Yep.
So the more acceptance you can feel, the more you will receive, and by default, I promise you, your handicap will go to wherever. Who knows where it could go?
Yep.
You could become a scratch golfer, but who knows? It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about you being cool with you.
Yep. Yep. Totally. Acceptance. I get it.
Awesome. So I want you to give me your summary of what's just happened for you in this last 30 minutes.
Wow, you've just taken me to my deepest parts and back again. You've helped me to see stuff that has, now that I think about it, been evident in my entire life. And it's come through in a lot of, I said tragedy at the start, it has had a lot of hard times, down deep, dark times. And now I can see why. And now I believe that through this process we have dealt with it. And it's time to move on. It's time to live the rest of my life.
Mm. And how does that make you feel?
Oh, overjoyed. In a state of semi-unbelief. I don't mean it as unbelief, but wow, it's the prospects are terribly exciting. And if in my head, I'm just thinking, if I can get and reinforce every hour, every minute, whatever it's going to take every day, acceptance, that is going to be my word. That is going to be my life word from here on out. One word will define my life.
So you know how you practice for golf?
Yep.
Just close your eyes again for me. Take 2 deep breaths just so you're tuning in again. I want you to put your attention in your chest, okay? Chest's a really good place for us to get our deepest insights. It's where our heart is. So I want you to breathe into your heart for me. And I want you to ask your heart, what practice or daily discipline, or doesn't have to be daily, it's whatever's right for you, do I need to do in order to reinforce acceptance on a regular basis?
The word that's come up is meditation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now meditation is different for everyone, right? So I want you to breathe into your heart again. And I want you to ask your heart, what is my form of meditation? And it would have said, or shown you?
At peace in my environment. I love nature, and it's spending time in nature on purpose, with no other thoughts but acceptance and peace.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a great excuse to play more golf, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and or just getting out in nature regardless, because you live in a pretty cool place, so there's a lot of good nature around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, take a nice deep breath in. So breathe that concept in. And this is your homework. This is your commitment to yourself, right? This will embody the manifestation of everything you've ever wanted if you stay true to yourself by staying in nature. Okay, are you willing to commit to that?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, take one final deep breath, let a big one out. And that is part of the Search for Scratch program. So, Mark, I really want to thank you for everything you've taken the courage today to go deep. Like, not a lot of people do, but they wonder why they keep getting the same results they're getting. And so I really want to thank you, mate, for everything you've put forward today. It's really, really appreciated, mate.
Well, I feel privileged to have been a part of it. And I absolutely can't thank you enough. That's, wow.
Okay, well, mate, excellent. You've inspired me. And, mate, I just hope, what I want to do is I want to hear what, starts to evolve for you. So you keep in touch. If you want to do anything else, you let me know. And, mate, I'm more than happy to help out. And I'm looking forward to the journey.
Oh, so, look, I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Well, there it is. We hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember to share any questions in the comments below, and feel free to share this video with your golfing friends.
We want to help you easily and effortlessly lower your handicap by 4 shots or more. So we want to invite you to join our Search for Scratch program, which we've designed to help you find out how good a golfer you can become if you are trained with the best coaching model, practice plan, and course management system, all whilst developing a champion golfer's mindset.
For more information and to become another one of our success stories, visit searchforscratch.tv/Search for Scratch program, or click the link in the description below.
Thanks for watching, commenting and sharing this video, guys. We look forward to supporting your golf improvement in the Search for Scratch program.